Milo sees the golden carrot every single day. It's waiting somewhere far ahead. At the end of a path Milo has always dreamed of walking. Milo knows there is only one way to reach it. But the scariest part was not that Milo couldn't reach it today. The scariest part was watching the days pass, then weeks, then months, while the golden carrot stayed exactly where it was. And deep down, Milo knew something painful. He wasn't losing because the path was impossible. He was losing because he kept walking away from it. He has to become the kind of rabbit who can finally earn it. But becoming that rabbit is harder than he expected. Because Milo can play for hours without getting tired. He can watch videos one after another and completely lose track of time. But ask Milo to spend just 20 minutes working towards something that truly matters, and suddenly everything becomes difficult. He gets thirsty. He remembers something he needs to clean. He tells himself, just 1 minute on my phone. But somehow, 1 minute becomes 20. And when Milo looks up, the golden carrot is still waiting. But Milo hasn't moved any closer. So the question is, if Milo truly wants the golden carrot, why does he keep choosing the things that pull him away from it? Why does his brain fight the actions that could change his future, while chasing the things that only make him feel good right now? But Milo thinks he already knows the problem. He believes he's just lazy. Maybe he doesn't have enough discipline. Maybe he is simply not the kind of rabbit who can stay focused and work hard. But then Milo notices something strange. Because if Milo was truly lazy, how can he spend 3 hours playing a game without feeling tired? How can he watch videos for an entire evening and never feel like stopping? How can he focus so deeply on things that don't even matter, but struggle with just 20 minutes of something that could actually change his future? Maybe the problem was never that Milo couldn't focus. Maybe it was something much deeper. Milo wasn't fighting a lack of discipline. He was fighting a brain that had learned to choose the easiest reward. A brain that whispered, take the easy path. Do it later. Just 1 more minute. And every time Milo listened, the golden carrot moved a little farther away. But the strangest part was this. The enemy wasn't outside of Milo. It wasn't his phone. It wasn't his schedule. It was something happening inside his own brain. And Milo was about to discover the hidden force that was controlling his choices. Milo starts paying closer attention to his own behavior, and he notices something strange. Every time he chooses the easy option, it gives him a tiny reward. A funny video, a new notification, a new level in a game, a quick moment of excitement without having to do anything difficult. And Milo realizes something. His brain is not always asking, what will make my future better? Sometimes it asks, what feels good right now? And that's when Milo discovers something he never noticed before. Along the path to the golden carrot, there are hundreds of smaller carrots. Small, shiny, and tempting. They don't bring Milo closer to his goal, but they offer something the golden carrot cannot. A reward immediately. No waiting, no effort, no patience. And that's what makes them so powerful. Because these small carrots are not evil. They are designed to capture Milo's attention. They make his brain think, why choose the difficult path toward the golden carrot when a small reward is waiting just 1 click away? But Milo is about to discover something even more surprising. The battle was never really between Milo and his phone. It was happening inside his own brain. And the strangest part? Milo had been fighting this battle every single day without even knowing it. A tiny chemical was influencing what he wanted, what he chased, and what he ignored. A chemical called dopamine. Milo always thought dopamine was the reason he felt good, the little chemical that created happiness, the thing that made his favorite videos, games, and treats feel exciting. But Milo was about to discover something surprising. Dopamine wasn't exactly the chemical of happiness. It was something much more powerful. It was a chemical deeply involved in wanting, motivation, and chasing rewards. And Milo starts seeing it everywhere. Every time he reaches for a small carrot, his brain is not thinking about his future. It is thinking about the next reward, the next video, the next notification, the next little moment of excitement. And the strange part is, Milo doesn't even have to force himself to chase them. His brain does it automatically. Think about the golden carrot. Dopamine is not the carrot itself. It is the feeling that makes Milo look at it and think, I need to get closer. I need to try. I need to have it. It is the invisible force pulling Milo forward before he even reaches the reward. And this explains something strange. Why can Milo spend hours chasing a tiny carrot, but struggle to take one step toward the golden carrot? Inside Milo, two different signals were fighting. One voice looked at the future and said, the golden carrot is worth the effort. But another voice whispered, why wait when a small carrot is right here? Because his brain is not only asking, is this good for me? It is asking something else. How exciting does this feel right now? And the smaller carrots have a secret advantage. They are fast, they are easy, and they give Milo a reward almost instantly. The golden carrot promises something much bigger, but it asks Milo to wait, to work, to be patient. And the brain has a problem with waiting, because for thousands of years, the brain learned one important rule. When a reward appears, pay attention. But in Milo's world today, there are more rewards around him than ever before. And that creates a new problem. Milo's brain is surrounded by endless tiny carrots, so the golden carrot starts to feel less exciting. But why does that happen? Why does the brain slowly lose interest in the things that truly matter, while craving more and more of the easy rewards? Milo starts noticing something even stranger. The small carrots are not just distracting him anymore. They are changing what feels normal. At first, one small carrot was enough. One short video, one quick game, one little reward. But after a while, one carrot doesn't feel as exciting anymore. Milo needs more. More videos, more scrolling, more stimulation. And the strange thing is, the more small carrots Milo gets, the less satisfying they become. It's like eating the sweetest carrot in the world every single day. After a while, a normal carrot starts to feel boring. Not because the normal carrot changed, but because Milo's brain changed. And Milo realizes the brain has a special ability. It adapts. When something exciting happens again and again, the brain tries to balance things out. It slowly becomes less sensitive to that same level of excitement. Over time, the same rewards may feel less exciting, and Milo starts looking for stronger or newer stimulation. And this creates a dangerous cycle. Small carrots become less satisfying, but Milo wants them even more. Meanwhile, the golden carrot starts to feel harder. Reading feels boring. Exercise feels painful. Learning feels exhausting. Not because these things became worse, but because Milo's brain started comparing them to rewards that were much faster and louder. The golden carrot was always valuable, Milo just couldn't feel its value anymore. But if Milo's brain learned this pattern, can it learn a new one? Milo finally understands the problem. He was not missing motivation. His brain was simply trained to chase the fastest rewards. At first, Milo thinks, maybe I need to remove every small carrot. No games, no videos, no distractions. But then Milo realizes something important. The small carrots were never the enemy. Rewards were never the enemy. Dopamine was never the enemy. The problem was that Milo had trained his brain to value the easiest rewards.
So instead of fighting his brain, Milo decides to train it. Because the brain learns from repetition. Every time Milo chooses the small carrot before the work, his brain learns to chase the easy path. But every time Milo chooses the golden carrot, even when it feels difficult, he teaches his brain a new pattern. Milo discovers something surprising. The brain doesn't need to love the hard thing at the beginning. It only needs to learn that effort can lead to reward. He finally understood what was happening inside his brain. He knew what he needed to do. So the next morning, Milo decided, no more excuses. He put his phone away, he prepared his plan, and he took the first step toward the golden carrot. And for a moment, it worked. Milo felt proud. But then the next day came, and the small carrots appeared again. Just one video, just 1 minute, just one easy reward.
And before Milo realized it, he was back where he started. Milo looked at himself and thought, maybe I can't change after all. But then he discovered something important. One mistake did not erase his progress. The goal was never to be perfect. The goal was to keep choosing the golden carrot more often than before. Milo finally understands something important. The answer was never to fight his brain. It was to change the game. Instead of looking at the entire road to the golden carrot, Milo focuses on the next small step. Because the brain sees a mountain, but it can handle one step. Milo tells himself, just start for 2 minutes. And he discovers something surprising. Starting was the hardest part. Once he began, the path became easier. So Milo creates a new rule. The golden carrot first, the small carrots later. And every small action becomes a victory. Every day he moves closer. And slowly, Milo is not just chasing the golden carrot anymore. He is becoming the rabbit who can reach it. And after many small choices, many small steps, Milo finally reaches a moment he once thought was impossible. Milo looks back at the path behind him, and he finally understands something. The golden carrot was never impossible to reach. The path was difficult. The journey was long. But the real obstacle was never the carrot. It was the choices Milo made every day. Milo finally realized his brain was never broken. It was simply following the rewards it had learned to value. The question was never, how do I stop wanting things? The question was, what do I want my brain to want? Because every rabbit has thousands of carrots in front of them. Some are easy, some are exciting, but the carrots that truly change a rabbit's life are the ones worth walking toward. And now, Milo knows something he didn't know before. Sometimes, the first step creates the motivation you were waiting for. And change doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens one small step at a time, one choice at a time. Milo finally reaches the golden carrot. Milo slowly reaches out and holds the golden carrot in his paws. For a moment, he expects to feel something magical, a huge wave of happiness, a feeling that everything is finally complete. But instead, Milo looks back at the path behind him, and he realizes something surprising. The best part was not the moment he touched the carrot. It was every small choice that brought him there. The golden carrot was never just the reward at the end of the journey. It was proof.
Proof that Milo could trust himself. Proof that he could choose what truly mattered, even when something easier was waiting. So, what did Milo learn? The problem was never that he was a lazy rabbit. His brain was simply chasing the easiest rewards. And once Milo learned how to guide his brain, he finally started taking the small steps that moved him closer to the golden carrot. So the next time you see your own golden carrot, remember Milo. You don't need to become a completely different rabbit. You just need to take the next step. Because every choice is a vote for the rabbit you are becoming. And the only question left is, which carrot will you choose?